Well, I think source development is going to be the number one thing. That plus the video footage that they have and are going to gain with these vehicles now being put in Sentry mode. This is the way you will run an investigation if the FBI is serious and the DOJ is serious about this, which I believe that they are now because of the people we have in charge. But as these individuals take part in these things, some of them will get caught and will flip as sources. And I'm sure that there are other people that are our sources or that law enforcement has in undercover roles within these groups. They already know where this originated from, and they know the groups in which it originated from as well. But I think it's very important for the FBI, which they are not known for, which I've spoke about before, of thinking outside the box, because these individuals are not new. This group is not new. These are the same people who organized the protests and the riots at Columbia, all the way back to Occupy Wall Street. These people have been around. They are coordinated. They're funded by the same individuals, trained by the same individuals, and they've been doing this for years. And I think now is the opportunity to go forward. And it would be hilarious if Tesla provides the evidence needed to take these people down.
Yes, the cars are watching you. Okay. Robin, I want to talk about Democrats here because there was only one Democrat that we could actually find, California Ro Khanna, who said, listen, this has to stop. There's no place for violence. Instead, we're seeing a lot of Democrat lawmakers be somewhat incendiary. Here's an example. Texas Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett, well, apparently she has a birthday coming up. Here's what she says she'd like for her birthday.
On March 29th, it's my birthday. And all I want to see happen on my birthday is for Elon to be taken down. Yes. If our government refuses to listen, there's another way to really make them think hard about listening to you. And it comes in the form of your protest.
Yeah, she's obviously not specifically calling for violence, but it's not difficult, Robin, to read between the lines with the president calling these acts of violence and attacks actual domestic terrorism. What's going on with the Democrats here? Why can't they seem to do the right thing?
My party's sitting on their hands right now, Katrina. You really don't see any leadership right now in the Democratic Party, my party. There's very few people taking any action. And my friends on the left are getting really upset about it because there's a lot happening right now. And, Elon Musk is causing a lot of change, some of it good, some of it we would argue not for the better. But things are definitely changing and it's catching a lot of people off guard. But my party, for better or worse, is just sitting on their hands, Katrina.
Ford, let me ask you this. Say the people doing this, because they're on camera, were dressed differently, wearing some kind of other ethnic clothing. I bet you the word terrorist would be thrown around a lot more on this, because, and just to reiterate what Trump has been saying about this is what this is. This is terrorism.
It is terrorism. When you have coordinated firebombing and coordinated vandalism, that is basically the definition of terrorism. And listen to Jasmine Crockett for a second. She proves that Elon derangement syndrome is terminal. Let's remember, Tesla employs 80,000 Americans. So all you're doing by firebombing these places is actually hurting American citizens who are trying to make a living. Even further, when you look at Elon Musk, this guy's the Einstein of our era. He's done more for climate change and green energy than anyone in the history of the planet. And yet, because he helps Trump, he's now public enemy number one. This shows you how rudderless the Democratic Party is, but it also shows you how a lot of nefarious individuals like Soros and company, this is how they try to make societal change, by intimidation.
Jonathan, your thoughts on the Elon Musk derangement syndrome, because it does seem like he and his family could potentially be in danger.
Sure, and we can call it whichever syndrome we want. The reality is that this is a group of people who've been programmed to believe they're altruistic saviors of this country. It's very important for this administration to realize this, and it's specifically Kash Patel and Pam Bondi, is that these people exist within the government. They exist within the FBI, the DOJ, and many other agencies. And they may not be the ones out there keying these cars or throwing Molotov cocktails, but they will do, as they've done in the past, what they can in order to alter or hinder any type of prosecution or giving out information, leaking information.